Welcome to the Michigan Golfer Show. Join us each week as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great game.
Yeah, I have a set in my car. No, I have a set in my car. I have a set of balloons.
Well, it's a busy day here at Miles of Golf, and with us is Chris Mile. How long have you been having Milesapalooza?
Well, I think it's probably been 15 or 20 years, so it's been a while. It's a promotion that we run every year that has 3 demo days in a row on following Saturdays. The first one is this Saturday, and there'll be 2 more after this. So when somebody comes here, they'll sign up at the table to get a package of some goodies, including a beer for $1.
A beer for $1, all right,
Upstairs.
at Pat's Tavern.
Yes.
Still hitting? Okay. Let's see. Lornick, how are you? All right, returning to 3-wood. Are you still hitting?
If he's got the driver in, I will, but
He does.
Yes. And then they'll go on into the shop, and then all the reps from all the major manufacturers are here for the next 3 weeks. And they'll tell them about their new clubs, and then if they want to try one, then they can get the club and take it out onto the range and try it. So it's really the first look at a lot of new products for the year. And as you can see, the golf courses aren't open, so most of the golfers are in here looking at their new equipment.
Well, it's really exciting to see golfers who are so getting ready for when the snow melts, to see them actually hitting balls into the snow.
Yes. Our season actually precedes the regular golf season. We figure by about a month, where people, they can't get on the course, but they want to get their equipment ready and get their swings ready. So that's kind of what's going on now, and it's encouraging for us after kind of a bleak period in the winter when golfers really don't have a lot to do, that they can start thinking about next season.
And we notice there are some people who come here every week. One guy even said he came every day. What's your name?
Tao.
You come here a lot.
Oh yeah, I come almost every night and every weekend.
So, by the time the snow disappears and the golf course is open, you're ready to go.
Oh yeah, I have to ready. Yeah.
Where do you play?
We play all over the place, about a half-hour radius, 1 hour radius from Arbor, all the place. But this is my first year. I start last May.
Oh, no kidding. That's good. So you practice. What do you practice the most? Your drives or your short game?
In the first several months, I mainly is irons. Now I start practice 3-wood. That's a hard one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you see that yellow ball that you're hitting out there on the snow?
Yellow ball?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Oh yeah, we play on the snow in the winter too. Yeah.
it's amazing. So, and you practice all year round?
Yeah, I practice all year round. As I said, I just started last May, so this winter I practice here a lot.
Oh, so this coming May, you're really going to be a lot better.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope I play more in this summer.
Well, there's the diehards for sure. And then, the last few years we've had golf simulators here so that people can simulate playing around a golf upstairs, and that's been real popular and kind of gives us some added business during the slow season for us as well.
And we happen to be at Pat's Tavern on the upper deck, and it's almost going to be busy here. And your name is?
My name's Leah Topper,
And
and I've been here about 3 years.
okay, so tell us what's going to happen a little bit later.
Later on, we're going to get probably a rush of people coming in, enjoying some beers after they've hit long balls at the demo days, and then coming out and playing at the Sims.
Well, this is really a fun spot because you've got television showing the AT&T Pro-Am, and I noticed the simulators had that.
Yeah. So we just played a hole at Pebble Beach, trying to simulate as close as we could the conditions the guys on tour are playing. Obviously, nobody up here right now is going to be on that skill level, but Yeah, that's the fun thing. If you wanted to watch it on, see like, hey, they're playing Pebble Beach on TV, and you want to come play it yourself, we have the ability to do that. And there's courses all over the world that you can play up here too. So you can play a lot of different courses from all over the world.
Well, let's go in and show us around. I noticed that one of them was Bethpage Black, and that's on my list.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list too to play in real life. A lot of fun in The Sims too, but nothing like playing it in real life. So let's go take a look.
Okay.
So, we have golf sound simulators. Very fun, very entertaining, very realistic in terms of putting and short game, which is I think where you see a lot of simulators where their downfall is that maybe you can't putt, or the short game isn't quite like it is in real life. I think that's where simulators have an advantage, is that you putt and chip like you would in normal life. So we're just going to go and play a hole here real quickly. So, pretty simple setup here. You can kind of pick different game modes. You can do stroke play, match play, you can play scramble with your friends, alternate shot, you can do skins, Stableford, a lot of different cool setups here.
Select a course.
We're going to play do Pebble Beach, so that's where the tournament's at. Yep. So we're going to go there. And the cool thing is you can set up the courses how you want to, so there's different green conditions. There's normal, faster, and fastest. You can change the pins. You can change certain courses in Asia have 2 different greens that you can utilize. And then mulligans if you so need to use them. And then change the wind, the weather, you can make it rain. There's a lot of cool things you can do here. So we're going to get started here. I'm going to try and grab my driver and hopefully hit one somewhat straight. So basically the way this works is there's a white box here, and then basically for any club with the driver, the ball has to be anywhere inside the box, and then you can hit it. For the driver, we do need to put it on this white dot, and you'll see here in a second once the screen loads, it'll tell me that it's ready.
Player 1, it's your turn to swing.
So you'll hear here in a second, it'll say ready, so now I can hit. Now I need to line up properly, so I'm going to try and aim this like it out of bounds. And yeah, so now basically it's ready to go. I'm going to hit a shot here. Hopefully this goes well. Not bad. Alright, so as you see, my ball speed, my kick distance, all that is on there. So now I can hit this shot now. I only have my 8-iron with me, so I'm going to just try to hit this 30-yard shot with my 8-iron and see how this works. Let's see how this goes. Didn't go very well.
Rough.
But as you see, hit a bad shot, it gave me a bad shot just like it would have in real life. So now,
chipping like that, you'd have to go back to Kendall Golf Academy, right?
exactly, yeah. Need a lesson. Let's see if we can get up and down here.
Player 2, it's your turn to swing.
Alright, so now, time to putt. Again, I have my putter on me.
Player 1, it's your turn to
I'm going to putt
putt.
with my 8-iron, see if I can make this.
Okay.
But as you see too, there are the beads that are kind of showing me where the break is. Also, next to the hole, it says distance and elevation. The elevation, if it's a orange number like it is there, it's uphill. If it's blue, it's downhill. So basically, this is a flat putt. The screen's about 12 feet away, so my goal is to probably hit it just past the screen. I'm going to aim a little bit left to try and play for that break. The nice thing is you just kind of aim off to the side here. Just see what I can do. Made a bogey.
There you go. All right, with an 8-iron, ladies and gentlemen.
Living the dream.
It's in the
hole! Oh my God!
Go! Go!
That's the Michigan golf club, you know.
Yeah, it's exciting to see the simulator. At first, it's kind of intimidating to think that you're going to be hitting into a wall, but after a while, it sort of opens up.
Well, for sure. Like, the screens are really big up there, so you kind of get into the feeling that you're actually playing that golf course. I mean, there are differences, obviously, but you just kind of lose yourself up there, and you think, oh man, this is like sort of like playing golf, only I'm not freezing, in the cold winter. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I can see that, and on my list right now is Bethpage Black.
Oh yeah, I played it the other day. It's a tough golf course. So and it's interesting. I think if you know you're going to be playing a golf course, a famous golf course, to play it on a simulator a few times probably would make the round more enjoyable. Like I know I hit it out of bounds at Bethpage Black on the left, and so there's a lot of out of bounds on that course. So if I play it, I'd know that, hey, don't go left.
One of the cool things about Miles of Golf and its annual Milesapalooza is equipment. And we have here one of the representatives from Cobra, is that right?
Yes,
What's your name?
Brian Dameron.
So what's the hot new thing with Cobra this year?
There are a few things actually. The lineup that just launched on January 17th is called Speed Zone. Okay, and that goes from driver to fairway to hybrid to iron. So that's our brand for our premium lineup.
You can get a matching set of Speed Zone.
Exactly. Right here, we're going to talk about the Speed Zone driver. Okay, so we have two different versions in two different colors. Okay, so a little bit of different profile here. So the Speed Zone and the Speed Zone Extreme. Okay, so both versions are available in both colors. The yellow has a black gloss crown. The white has a matte crown. Okay, so your choice there. Also, your choice in two different versions. Okay, the regular SC has two weight ports where you're able to move the weights and shift the center of gravity. That affects the flight. Okay. So, and it also affects the spin of the golf ball. Some need lower spin, that can equate to more distance. Some need the weight in the back, which is going to promote forgiveness. Okay, it's very simple. Speaking of that, with the weight in the back, that's where we have the extreme driver here, and that's where the center of gravity is going to be low and back. Hence, no weight forward. So that way, it's the most forgiveness that we can make in a driver head.
So are you going to go to a club fitter to help figure out which weight you want?
I think for some that's always a great idea. At least if you're not going to do the full fitting, if you get an expert opinion. Sometimes the stock offering, we do that for a reason, and that's where it's going to fit the masses. But other times to tune everything in, to be custom fit is a very good idea. Yes.
Do you notice differences with men and women?
In what aspect?
In how the drivers are weighted.
Oh, well, the women's are going to be shorter, lighter. Okay, ours are an inch shorter, and hence the overall weight is lighter. The swing weight's lighter, and that's just going to help with club head speed, and it's also just going to help with, just swinging in general, because you're going to have a lighter club. You're going to have a lighter club in your hands.
What should people practice with mostly, a driver or all their clubs?
Typically, all your clubs. To be honest, when it comes to practicing, my very first thought is going to be the short game. Okay, but when you're practicing with your clubs, I think it's a great idea to start off with the shortest club and then go to the longest one, because they're kind of easier. It more manageable. The shorter the club is, then you start kind of going longer as you go through. But putting is a very good is a very good point of practice that I, for one, forget about.
With us is Mike Borland, who came all the way from Georgia, and you got some snow here.
Well, that's right. It's winter time in Michigan. That's what we expect in February.
Isn't it fun to see guys hitting golf balls into the snow?
Well, we love it, right? The golf season isn't upon us, but it is at Miles of Golf, because people can come out and hit in the off season and get themselves ready for the season.
They sure are. And you've got some clubs to show us, a couple of Mizuno clubs.
I do. You know, when our line is a full line, we got drivers, fairway woods, hybrids, all variety of different irons. We were just mentioning the Golf Digest hot list, right? You asked, do we have any on that list? Yes, we have 7 of our irons on that list. Our drivers on that list, our hybrid, our wedges. So with us, it's really we offer many shafts, different shafts for different people. We have a club in the fitting, a shaft optimizer. It really helps narrow down the shafts. So when you're talking fit, it gets the best for you, the best for me, the best for everyone.
Shaft optimizer. Can you explain that?
Yeah, the shaft optimizer measures different things in your swing. You'd hit a ball, and it's measuring your swing speed, it's measuring your tempo and where you release it, and a variety of other things. And it will narrow down shaft-wise, bending curves, maybe 3 or 4 best shafts for you. So you don't have to try 40 different shafts. They're narrowing it down right away to get you the best fit as quickly as possible.
Wow, that's really cool. So what's the hot new driver here?
Well, the ST200 for Mizuno is our newest driver. We really have 3 different versions of it. We got our G with the weights on the bottom. We have our standard 200 with both 9.5 and 10.5. Standard lofts, and then we got the new edition, the 200X. And the 200X is more of our lightweight entry, super lightweight shaft, a little bit lighter head. It's for the people that don't generate maybe a lot of speed. It helps them launch the ball. So that's the newest. They're just arriving on the market now. Our customers here at Miles of Golf, they got the shaft pack so people can get fit for the best shaft again to fit with the head that's going to work best for them.
That's very interesting, but I'm also thinking about a hybrid. Tell people what makes a hybrid different from other clubs.
Well, the hybrid is, you go driver, fairway wood, hybrids. And hybrids are a little easier to hit for most people because the length's a little bit shorter. The head's a little smaller. It's a little bit easier to be more consistent with it. We offer our CLK, which has 4 different lofts, 16, 19, 22, 25 to fit different distance gaps. And with those, they're all adjustable. You can make them a little stronger or a little weaker. So I want to say easy to launch, a little more forgiving than fairway woods. That's why you see people, and a little more forgiving than long irons for a lot of people. So they're being replaced 2 irons and 3 irons and even 4 for many people.
So what I'm hearing is if you've got a good golf game, you can have a much better golf game if you pay attention to getting the right club.
Well, exactly right. I think, the people that are better golfers, they have gotten fit to find the best shaft, the lie angle, the best length for them. And the nice part about our line, Mizuno, is we have many shafts to offer, no upcharge on any of them, right? So we want you to play the best, right? And it takes a little time instead of just coming in and hitting a club and saying that's the one. If it is the one, great. But at least get a lie check, make sure you're using the right shaft.
Sounds like a wise investment of time.
Well, absolutely, it is. Right, it doesn't take that long, but I think that's the way to go.
We have it from Chris Mile himself. Thanks for talking with us.
It's my pleasure.
He